Hello guys, well this is a first for most things. It's the first Q&A, it's the first of the month, it's the first time Tristan's broke his arm. So yes, I have a quick update first. I have another scat pack. I'm halfway through doing it at the moment. I have ordered another 2 scat packs. One of them's turned up, one of them's still in the post. So I will have all 5 scat packs soon. Obviously I haven't actually done anything to it with the hover tank. But obviously you know I'm going to trim that down there, make it shorter and add the portholes there. And the scatter lasers I'm ripping off there and putting on the sides there, just to make it look more like the hover tank. And I have ordered
a new one.
Another one. Obviously I'm not going to keep that on there, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take all this off. I'm going to add a 2 bright lancers on the front. I'm going to shorten this up and make it exactly the same. So we'll have 2 hover tank wave serpents. Obviously, if you remember this on when you sold it on YouTube, I'm sorry, but it's going to get cut up so it can match the army. Like the effort you put into it, it's quite a good piece there. But hey, it needs to match my army. Now I've got I've got a couple of bright lances ready to finish them off. So update, the Elder Army's getting there. It's getting finished up. So other than his broken arm, let's get on with the questions.
Yeah.
Right, very first question is from Tattoo For You. Check him out, great channel, great guy. Right, so also an update, the heavy droid is really cool, cheers. Now welcome to the Q side, haha. Yeah, definitely. So, question, what is the hardest part of the hobby? Tristan, what's the hardest part of the hobby for you?
Where you gotta hit the ball.
I have no idea what you're on about.
No, I don't know what hobby is.
The game, Warhammer. Painting?
The hardest bit is to stay painting.
Painting for you.
Yeah.
For me, the hardest part of the hobby for me is because I'm dyslexic, reading all these new rules, getting new things in it, just trying to goggle my mind around all these ideas. I mean, everyone makes mistakes in a battle. Everyone can misread a rule or something. For me, with the dyslexia, it makes it a little bit harder. I mean, when I did that battle report with Commissar Warwick, I read the card for perfect timing, ignores cover, and I did perfect timing on my Manticore. It wasn't until I went and read a message on his battle report on his channel that someone pointed out that you can't actually do perfect timing on anyone else other than the psyker in his unit. You cannot put it on a tank. My mistake, my dyslexia, my problem. That's the hardest part of the hobby for me. So dyslexia, it's not a really big thing, so many people have it now, but it can cause headaches every now and then. That's definitely the hardest part for me. Right, and then one for Mini Scrag from Tattoo For You. What do you love most about your pops, me?
They makes me cup of teas and stuff.
That I make him stuff. I give him stuff. Right. Next question. Tabletop banter. Heavy droid is awesome. Cheers. Question for me is, what got Order 66 started and what was the most all-important first unit? Right. Order 66. Obviously, I've always been a guard player. It was a good 5, 6 years ago that I first saw a Star Wars conversion, and that was on Mini Wargaming. It was a game against Dave. That was Chaos versus Imperial Guard, and then when I watched the battle report, I looked at the Star Wars figures that he'd converted, and there was very few figures that actually looked like Star Wars. Obviously, he had the Ogrines that look like them green creatures. I can't remember their name at the moment. He had these veterans, which looked like stormtroopers, and I was just thinking, well, his regular guys, they just look like regular Acadians. So I thought I'd push the boat out and do an entire army, and tanks included, because there's not really much tanks in Star Wars that can be converted to look like it from Warhammer 40k. So I decided that I'd do a Star Wars Order 66, but every model I did would have to look like the Warhammer 40k model, so it can be WYSIWYG, and like the Star Wars model. So it's like a double conversion in one. Confusing, I know, but that's what I was after. And then the first all-important unit, well, as with any guard player, the first all-important unit is the HQ. That was the first one I ever did. Now, obviously, I've got that down on the video. But Darth Vader. Now that I've started doing green stuff, I know full well that I could do a better Darth Vader. But because he was the first model I made for the Order 66, that's how he's staying. He's going to stay like that. So yeah, that's your question. Right, Idic Beer. All these guys are great channels. If you haven't subscribed to them, check them all out. Tabletop Banter, Tattoo for You, Idic Beer. Check them all out. Right, question. Do you guys remember the first time you saw Star Wars?
No. Can't remember really.
All these guys can remember the first time you saw Star Wars because I was videoing when you was watching it.
I can't even remember.
Yes.
It was so long ago.
So you can't remember. I can. First time I saw Star Wars, it wasn't actually the first one. It was the second one, The Empire Strikes Back. I was a little kid. Back in the day, I'll make myself sound really old now because I am. But the cinema that where I was living, it was £1 for adults and 50p for kids, and I was a little kid. Obviously, the whole family went for a cinema trip for less than 10 quid, snacks included, and really enjoyed it. I just got hooked on it ever since. So Star Wars, ever since then, right the way up there for me. Next question from Edic Beer. What do you think of the other one, Star Trek?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Not your cup of tea?
It's not my style.
That's what it means.
Nice joke, Dad.
Star Trek, right. I like Star Trek. I love the Borg. I love everything there is about Star Trek, including all the sub-factors and everything, and things that people can make out of Star Trek. And it's like, I watch Star Trek and all of a sudden I feel like I'm not alone anymore. There's loads of people that say that. I like the idea that they could, a single program series can make people feel like that. Obviously I don't feel like that myself. I've got tons of friends. But yeah, Star Trek. At the moment, I've finished watching all of the Star Wars. I've turned on to Star Trek. I've watched all of the Voyagers. I'm halfway through Deep Space Nine, and then I'm going to go on to Generations, and then I'm going to go on to all the rest and just push my way through. I haven't seen any of the new movies. Not at all. It's more of a case of finances than it is time, because obviously, well, with this one down here, you put your money towards your kids and your family, don't you? That's what always comes first. You put everything else to the side. So yes, with me, Star Trek, Star Wars, I like them both. Right, next one, the Soul Assassin.
I don't know.
He says, what a cool little man you got there. I have a question. Do you think Star Wars being sold to Disney was the right thing to do?
Oh, definitely no.
I definitely agree. Definitely no. I mean, what was the first character that they created?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's hard trying to explain it. I mean, you come into Star Wars, it's gone through a huge storyline. You go through all of these technical things to make a movie as good as it was, and then you get to Disney. Disney, in my opinion, they've tried their hardest. They are not up to the job. They are not up to a Star Wars original job at all. They've made it. They have done a good job. They have, but it just doesn't seem right at all. How to explain it? They've Disneyfied it. That's the only way you can explain it. They've put too much Disney into Star Wars now, and it's not the same at all.
No.
I mean, bless them, they have tried. They've put a lot of finances into it. They've tried to keep everything as the same as possible, but it's just wrong now. It doesn't seem right at all. The emotion's not there. The story's not there. What gets me is the original Star Wars came up with a big space station that they flew inside and blew it up. Brilliant storyline. And then you get to the new Disney movie. A big space station planet that they flew inside and blew it up. Change the story! I'm not sure if that was a writing issue with Star Wars or if that was Disney, but yeah, I'm just going to stick it down as Disney have done a good job, but they've ruined it in Disney ways. That's the only way I can put it down. Disney's meant for kids and cartoons, and yeah. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm not saying anything else about that. Right, okay. And some for you, Tristan.
Yeah?
If you had a YouTube account, what would it be about, and what would you call it?
I'll call my YouTube channel the Minecraft Storyline, and
So it'd be about Minecraft.
yeah,
What would you call it? Minecraft Storyline? Or TJ Minecraft, or what?
TJ Minecraft. That was the word.
Okay. Well, that's not what I thought it'd say. I honestly, well then again, that's different. I would have said sweet tasting review channel.
That
What
does
kid
sound
wouldn't
good.
want to do that? Honestly, if you could think about that when you was a kid. We went to the penny shops with a pound coin, and all the sweets were 1p, 2p, 5p. You could count out and do your maths, count up 100 pennies worth of sweets, and then go home and eat them. How much would you love to do that? You go up to your mum, can I have a pound please for my pocket money? Well, I'm just going down the sweet shop. I'll come home and bought a load of sweets, mummy. Oh, why'd you buy a load of sweets? I've got to review it on my channel. What a brilliant excuse! No, sorry, if any other kids are watching this and they get any idea, I'm sorry, it wasn't my idea, it was Tristan's idea.
Yep, my idea. I'm a cheeky little monkey, so you need to find out.
Right, okay. So, and he also asks you,
Hmm?
are you enjoying the 6 weeks off school and are you looking forward to going back?
Yes and yes.
You're enjoying your 6 weeks and you're looking forward to going back.
Yep.
Quick and simple.
Yeah. That was easy. I just went, yep.
Right, and the next and final questions are from DZ Saber.
Mhm.
Reminds me, guys, DZ Saber and 5 header, shedder, whichever way it is. Don't forget to get in contact with me to get your prizes. Right, DZ Saber, he says, Super Battle Droid looks very good. Excellent, thank you. Doesn't have to be pitch perfect, you can easily see what it's supposed to be just by looking at it, so keep up the good work. Thank you, I will do. I have 2 questions. 1, do you play any other Star Wars games? For example, X-Wing. I am looking to start X-Wing. When I've got the finances, I am definitely starting X-Wing. What would you rather be, Rebels or Empire?
Rebel.
Rebels?
Yeah.
With the X-Wing fighters and that?
Yeah.
And the Millennium Falcon? Big good guy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Do you know why, guys? I want the I forgot the name already.
Which one's the X-Wing or Falcon?
The
Millennium Falcon?
X-wings, because they shoot bullets really quick.
Lasers.
Yeah. The laser bullets.
Cool. And I'll stick with the Empire. Empire. Excellent. Booyah! Right, and have you thought about building an AT-AT to represent a Reaver Titan? This, I have searched for a picture and I have found a picture. I have said before, I definitely want to do a Warhound Titan as an AT-AT. There's one specific Titan that I want to do it from because I can make it look like an AT-AT. This bad boy right here. So I want to get one of these and then another one to put behind it and glue the backs and the shoulders together with plasticard. I want 2 laser blaster cannons, but I'm only having 1 set of guns on the back Titan, so the guns will come in underneath the shoulders here and make up the sides of the Titan, so that we'll have 4 legs. So basically the back one is really just the legs that I need, otherwise the body will just be extended backwards and I'll keep the head as it is, and that pretty much looks exactly like an AT-AT. So yes, that is the answer. I am looking to get a Warhound Titan AT-AT, but that won't be anytime soon because that's going to be a little bit pricey.
Oh, and guys, I want to warn you, if you're the rebel as well, I would suggest if you mind out if they get an attack. Otherwise, that's going to be hard to defeat. You literally don't have anything I can take out.
Right, going back to the AT-AT, I will do it eventually. I've got to save up. It's going to take a long time to save up for that.
Yeah.
But I have 2 other Warhammer 40k factions that I want to build a 2,000 point list on first. So it's not just going to be Eldar and Guard. There are 2 other factions that I want to add in to the list. I'll be building on the Guard a little bit more as well. So I've got a 3,000 point list at the moment with the Guard or something like that. I'm not sure, I've got to count up the points. But then I'm going to make that a 4,000 point list. So with the AT-AT. So that'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,000 points on the Imperial Order 66. Nice.
Yeah, very nice for me. I got to blow that bad boy up.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad.
Right. Well.
Appreciate. If you have enjoyed the video, good gaming.
Yes. that's it for the first ever Q&A.
Yep.
Remember, if you like the series and would like it to go on, then just put your next questions down in the video down below.
Yep.
Just make it easier if you separate the question from the comment, but don't matter if you don't.
Oh,
Either way.
no.
But yeah, add your next lot of questions for next month, for the beginning of next month, and we'll answer them in the next series. Otherwise, for now, take it easy.
Good
Good
gaming.
gaming.